Good morning. You're watching my Planet Earth series of talks. This is episode number 1. I'm going to talk about the origin of life, known as the unicellular organism, the first creature ever appeared on planet Earth. All life on Earth evolved from a single-celled organism that lived roughly 3.5 billion years ago. The domains are bacteria like microbes called Archaea, and eukaryotes, the group that includes plants and other multicellular species such as humans. The best competing multiple ancestry hypothesis has one species giving rise to bacteria and one giving rise to Archaea and eukaryotes. The tree of life consists of 3 domains: Archaea, bacteria, and Eukarya. The first 2 are all prokaryotic microorganisms or single-celled organisms whose cells have no nucleus. All species in all 3 domains share 23 universal proteins, though the protein's DNA sequences instructions written in the A's, C's, G's, and T's, that is adenine, cytosine, guanine, and thymine, of the DNA bases differ slightly among the 3 domains. The 23 universal proteins perform fundamental cellular activities such as DNA replication and the translation of DNA into proteins, and are crucial to the survival of all known life forms, from the smallest microbes to largest blue whales. A universal common ancestor is generally assumed to be the reason the 23 proteins are as similar as they are. That's because if the origin or the original protein set was the same for all creatures, a relatively small number of mutations would have been needed to arrive at the modern proteins and the biodiversity. I have a video animation for you about the evolution of the unicellular organisms. Right now, I'm going to play the video for you. Enjoy.
After the formation of the planets, it seemed most unlikely that there could ever be life on Earth. One would assume that violent volcanic activity, constant storms, and strong radiation from the sun would have prevented any form of life. However, first chemical reactions occurred under the protection of water, and the first molecular chains were formed from which the first unicellular organisms developed.